Hey guys, alright, update for you. So, it's been about 2.5 days since I made my last video, and 2 days, as soon as I got done, took the implants out of my head, the thorough implants, I kept on experiencing for the last 2 days, even today, I kept experiencing the after effects, the side effects of it, and which is more of the same. It just kept ringing my whole head. Christ was watching the whole thing. He said it was just, they took advantage of it, by the way. They took advantage of it, and it just kept, my head just kept ringing, spurting out garbage and crazy stuff. Hard enough to go to sleep with that going on. He said it was just the after effects and it'll slowly go away. So it's the third day I woke up. I haven't had any this morning, but who knows, right? And it's right between the base of your spine and where your brain stem and your spine, in the back of your brain, somewhere in there, it just, and it seems to be going less and less and down as the days go by. Anyway, so that's a little update from the program they gave me with the implants that were buzzing my brain. And then, as it's happening, I have these experiences where spirits in this apartment building would come in, and that was the day before and yesterday. While I'm sleeping, I'd wake up and this lady would be fucking petting my head. My family would be screaming, and Christ would come in and chase it away. And it was petting my head like this, and it was saying something about World War II. This lady thought I was her. This lady is like thinking I'm her husband, a vet from World War II. I don't know. And that happened a bunch of times, but yesterday was the worst. Yesterday was very bad. And so I lay down at noon for an hour nap, and I can't remember everything that happened, but I lay down, I woke up, and I'm laying there, and the family's screaming. There was spirits coming in the room and yelling at me. Now, the only thing I could tell the difference was the whole place had a different feel to it. It's like spirits just came in and took over the room. I don't know, had a whole new feel to it. And Christ was there. He was taking care of spirits. I don't know what was going on. They're all yelling at me, don't talk, and they're yelling at the spirits. And not all of them are bad, but they're coming around and screwing with me, man. And I can't be screwed with, because I'm getting my shit together and I'm trying to get out of this. And so last week, just to tell you, last week Christ had a big, and I mentioned it in one of my past videos, he came and he laid down the law to everybody in the apartment building, but it didn't. Not everybody's listening. And leave me the hell alone, right? Basically, all that. To all the dead people in this building. There's like 90 units in this building, okay? So, that's been going on. I woke up last night at about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm laying there. What woke me up? I woke up, and Christ is, and he's like, don't talk. He goes, we're being attacked, or something like that. And this wasn't a psyop. This is his normal, everyday shit that he's doing. I guess someone was bothering me, it woke me up, right? And my innocence is screaming to Christ. Christ comes in and takes care of it, right? Well, I'm laying there, I'm sleeping. I wake up. Christ tells me that, and they're being all quiet. And then I'm more asleep than I am awake, and I'm just listening to Christ. And all of a sudden he goes, wham! He jumps out of me. He just jumps out of me and fucking knocked me on my ass. Like I was already on my ass, but freaked me out. He jumped right out of me. And he goes, damn, I missed him. Then he goes, be quiet, he'll come back. He'll come back. And all the kids are yelling at Christ. And I'm what the hell's going on? He goes, we're trying to catch a spirit or entity that's bothering you. And it's not a nice one. And he's trying to catch it. And he's inside me, getting ready to lunge, eh? And I can actually see him, right? He's like, ain't gonna ambush him. So I lay there and I'm listening and everybody's talking. I'm just listening and blah, blah, blah is going on and all this, and I'm moving energy. And he goes, well, yeah, I don't know. Everything's right. Okay. I'm laying there. It seems like 5 minutes goes by. And then all of a sudden he jumps out again and he catches it. And this time he catches it and he takes it away. I don't know where he took it. Like, I don't know. I couldn't hear anything after that. All I heard was him going, calm down, it's going to be okay. Something like that. And then he went up with it, whatever that was attacking me. And he also, I heard him, no, that was later on. So after that episode, after that, he caught it, whatever it was. I moved the energy, he fell back asleep. I woke up about an hour and a half later. This was crazy. I woke up about an hour and a half later, and JC and this lady is standing there. And her name's Winona or something. Winnie Winona. She looks like a big chunky lady, and she has all this stuff hanging on her. She has like a quilt around her, and she's very, really beautiful and nice. Sort of like a mom hug. And she has like a quilt around her, and she has stuff, feathers and beads and chains, and not chains like toe chains, but you know, like chains holding things. And there's like crystals and all this stuff, and she's just covered in it. And little bottles hanging on her. It's like for every problem in the world, she has a solution for it. And I could see Christ and her talking. And Christ went to get her to come down here to evaluate the spirits that are infesting this thing, because Christ can't spend all the time keeping these spirits away. And so she came down, and she's talking to my innocents and the kids, and she's showing my wife and the kids Christ and me, but I can only see a little bit of what she's doing. And I can hear her clearly. And she's walking, she's looking at the apartment, and she goes, see all these I forgot the word she used, but they're like bubbles in the walls, bubbles in the floor. She goes, see all these things? She goes, you're infested in this place with these fractures or fractals or something like that. I can't remember the word exactly, but I go, yeah, to me they're bubbles. She goes, yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, bubbles. She goes, all these bubbles got to be cleaned out. And she goes, these are all other entities, in and outs, like portholes in the walls, energy portholes that, you know, spirits go through. Spirits make these things, and then they come in to your room and see what's going on, right? And that's their own little safe space. And he goes, all these things got to be cleared out. And then she's walking around, and she found a little hole, a dark little hole. She goes, see these things? And my kids are listening. She goes, the demons will hide in these places. She goes, we gotta get rid of this. And she's explaining, and I go, well, can't I use sea salt? She goes, you can, but it won't really do much. And all it does is disperse the energy. It don't get rid of it. It neutralizes it, but it don't get rid of it. They can come back in and do it again. And I go, what about sage? Like smudging with sage? She goes, yeah, that works, but it don't get rid of it. It only calms it, makes it go away for a little bit. And she goes, what you need to do, and she goes, quit screaming. She She goes, quit screaming bad words and quit smoking. She goes, those are the 2 things that are bringing the spirits here. And I go, what about my inner voice healing? She goes, yeah, that's a big factor too. She goes, the best thing to do is clean the house, quit smoking, and stop cursing. And I'm like, because the cursing and the smoking. She goes, as soon as you light up a cigarette and the smell of the cigarette goes out, they know it. Not the smell, but the essence of cigarette. And they love it. All the smokers that died want a cigarette, so they come to you. Right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see that. And she goes, the cursing don't help either. And I go, there's a lot of cursing going on. A lot of cursing. And I go, not just cursing, talking. My innocence is talking. It's pissing off other people in the building. And then stuff like that. And she's like, yep. And she showed me a lot of cool little tricks. And then she took her finger, she walked up to me and she took her finger and dipped it in a jar of goo. And she made a circle around my head like that. And something happened. I don't know what it was, but I could really feel it. And she did some other things. She was checking me out for any connections and stuff like that. Like, she was really, like, she just looked at me and she knew everything. It was like, holy shit. And she's a Christ, right? She's up there with Christ. But she's more like a witch, but with Christ. I don't know. I use the term witch because you think a witch would look like, you know, like magic chemicals and spices and herbs and shit like that. But she was like an angel, as far as I was concerned. Calm, love, compassion, all that. And she knew goddamn everything about everything of this spirits coming in your house and how to deal with it. And I'm like, wow. So I got that information. And so I fell asleep doing that. I fell asleep, and then I went into a dream. And it wasn't a Christ dream. It was a situation here in my apartment dream. And over I had one dream, one major dream, and I've been having it since I moved in. There's these 3 or 4 kids, rotten kids, and they come up to me and they go, you stole my bike, you stole my bike. And as one or two kids are accusing me, the other kid would walk off and he'd be stealing all my stuff. And I would get mad, you know, I'd push them 2 away and go get my stuff back from the other kid, and that's what they do. Well, then there was 3 kids. Then the next dream there was 4 kids. But today they came back and there was like 6 kids, 2 parents and an adult male, and they're all yelling at me, right? And they're all fucking doing the same thing. It was like a gang of thieves, man. They're in there and they're talking to me and they're all yelling at me, you can't fucking steal my kid's bike. And they're accusing me of shit. I didn't steal no fucking bike, lady. Fuck off. And they're like, you can't steal my kid's bike and think you're gonna get away. They're yelling at me like a pack of gypsies or something. And no offense to any gypsies, but damn, you know what I mean. You know the type. And as she's yelling at me, the kids are going through all my shit, trying to steal my stuff. And I go, you know what? Take what you want. I don't even care. Take it. And I just saw someone there, by the way. Anyway, as that's going on, they're stealing all my shit. And then they all fucking laugh and run away. And then another lady comes in. I'm laying there, and she's in a pink dress, a pink rose dress, like a rose dress, like the old days in the 20s or something. She comes in from this direction. She comes right up to my head, and she's talking to me. Oh, I love you so much. I wish you never left. Giving me her whole life problem, and she's petting my head. And I'm like, she's talking to me like I'm her husband, Vietnam vet husband, and she wasn't a good wife, and she just a fucking stupid story drama. And I go, look, lady, I ain't your husband. I never been to war. You got the wrong guy. And then so I went like that to her. I get away from me, right? And this is in my sleep, in my dream. And then she walks away, and she's telling someone, he waved at me. he waved at me. He waved me off. He waved me off. I can't believe he waved me off. And it's like she was dreaming in her own dream, woke up out of it, saw me. I push her away, and she was amazed that I heard that I waved her. Anyway, it's just crazy shit like that. That was my dream. I wake up then, and she's still doing this wave up thing. And she's not a threat, but she's driving me fucking nuts, right? And then I'm laying there, and then Christ, that happens. He goes, don't worry about her. She's not a threat. He goes, we're moving you. And I go, where are you moving me to? He goes, we're moving you up to the sixth to ninth level, in between, somewhere in there. We're moving you. So I'm on the third right now. I'm down on the third, and the third is driving me nuts with the spirits in this apartment. They moved me up to the sixth. So I go to the bathroom, and I go, you moving me now? And he goes, yeah, it's the best time to move you, because you're not stuck. Because we're moving your soul now. As I'm awake, making a coffee and everything, they're moving me. And I can hear this go in my head. I'm trying to release the energy. And then he said the Winona Christ girl, is going to come down here with another Christ and clean this apartment of all the little bubbles that come in here, and whatever they do, they're going to do it. And I'm like, thank you, bless you, all that good stuff. I'm like, man, they're driving me nuts. Oh, by another experience I had when I woke up the last time with the Winona girl. She was in me, talking to me, and there's a line. This is what I saw. I woke up. There's a line going right in my head, like a link, and the line was vibrating, and it sounded like, you know, that reggae music where they talk real fast, like that. So, like, I don't know the word for it. It's like Jamaican reggae, but real fast and aggressive. And that was going on. And and it wasn't nice. It was all bad, whatever it was saying. And I'm like, what the fuck is this in my head? And I go, oh, that shouldn't be there. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. And it was like a string right in my head, and it was vibrating. And I go, it's a link. It's trying to attach to you, but it can't. And I go, why the hell is it even here? Why am I hearing it? And they go, well, you picked it up somewhere, and now you're hearing what it's saying. And I go, is this recording or something? You go, no, there's a spirit talking right now to you. Well, not to me, but to other people in the building somewhere. This link got stuck in your head. This is what she's saying to me. And I can hear it, she can hear it, and so she goes, you want me to remove it? I go, yeah, fucking hey, yeah. And then she goes, so she comes in, she just surrounds the link and just dissolves it or pushes it out and it goes away. But it was there for about 2-3 minutes, really loud. And it was a line vibrating. I go, now I could go right into that line and fucking own it, right? And she goes, yep, that's why they're there. And I go, she goes, it happens all the time. And I'm going, oh. And I go, where's Christ? And he goes, he's gone to get you. He's doing stuff. We don't know what he's doing. He's doing stuff. Well, anyway, I woke up and he got me a new place to go live. And I get a new Christ. I'm up on the 6th level. So my soul is out of this. And I heard I'm staying there for 14 days, 14 months, 14 years, something like that. I'm like, can't I just go into the light? And they go, no, it's too high for you right now. You can go in the light, but you can't operate. And I didn't want to be there to begin with because it's too high and I can't feel anything. So I think what they're going to do is they're going to shift me around between the 9th and the 6th thing. And the Winona girl, she said, the best thing for me to do is before they moved me, she said, is to take me as high as I can go, which is the 2nd level in the light. She goes, take him as high as he can go, and then slowly acclimate him down. And he goes, the reason his brain is buzzing so much, and he's connecting so much, the more my soul stays in this 3rd level, the more I'm attracting the bad spirits and stuff like that. She says, take him up and slowly acclimate him down. and then repeat over and over and over. So I guess what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life, or at least until I'm in this, as long as I'm living in this damn place. And she goes, that's the problem. She goes, he's staying at one level, the third level, for what, 4 weeks now? And every day you guys are talking to his innocence, and he's attracting all the spirits at this level, and that are down here that can hear this in this lower astral. They're all coming, and they're all starting to mess with you. And he goes, the best thing to do is take him up, take him straight high, and then slowly drop him down to where he's low again, and then do it again over, days. And she could wait 3 or 4 days, then bring him down one. Wait 3 or 4 days, bring him down one. She goes, that way his brain is adjusting slowly to, she goes, different pressures. She goes, every level has a different pressure on the soul and a pressure on the brain, and the brain is acting and reacting to it. They're talking right now. I can hear them outside myself here, like outside myself. They're talking about me making this video. Anyway, that's what she said. It's been crazy. Crazy as can be. And I had a crazy experience, man. But what it got me is this gang of people that go from apartment to apartment and just steal cigarettes and alcohol. That's what they do. And what happened it's the end of the month, right? It's the end of the month. The new month begins. Everybody gets their welfare checks. So all the alcoholics and all the drug people get all their drugs and alcohol, and they start partying. And that's what's happening in this building. And that's why all the spirits came, because everybody got their drugs and alcohol. And these spirits just run around and go from one person to the next, getting their fixes. And that's what she goes, yep, that's what happened. And she goes, you smoke cigarettes and you bitch a lot. And she goes, you fit right in. She goes, no, you can't have any. She goes, smoking ain't that bad, but she goes, this contributes to your situation you're in. And I'm like, fuck, just a damn cigarette? And she goes, yeah, I know, but you ain't a normal person. If you were a normal person, it wouldn't bother you so much if you're closed off to all this. But since you're open and you smoke and they hear you talking and you're bitching and cursing and watching hockey games, she goes, that's all, they all like that stuff. That's what they like. And they're coming to you. And I'm like, oh man. So I'm glad I don't drink or do anything else. So guys, that's what happens in your building. So they moved me up to the 6 and 9. They're going to shuffle me from 6 to 9 level, and I get a new Christ. The Winona girl's coming down with another Christ, and they're going to clean my apartment, clean it all out from bubbles and close all the holes and get rid of all the little nasties that run around. And she said the best thing to do is get Christ. Just don't talk to him, and quit drugging, quit drinking, quit smoking, quit all the drugs. And I go, yeah, all in a perfect world, but I mean, I only smoke cigarettes. But she goes, if your house is haunted, the best thing to do is get Christ consciousness. Christ comes in. He clears this place out. Your soul tells him. This is what I've been saying for the last 5 years. She's saying she added some cool little things to it. But yeah, she goes, it's not that bad here, but it's bad for you because you're just healing from being open to the spirit world. She goes, it's bad for you. But considering it, she goes, it's not that bad. And so, and every spirit that comes to me at night, and I wake up and they're talking to me or doing something to me, petting my head, thinking they're trying to have sex with me, they're trying to snuggle and cry and give me their fucking problems. You know, these girls, just give me a cigarette. All I want is a cigarette. I loved you so much. Why did you have to leave? I was such a bad wife. I'm like, I get mad and I fucking fight back and yell and scream and start fighting. She goes, don't ever. You bring Christ in, he'll take care of it. Don't ever talk to them. That's your problem. She goes, don't fucking talk to him. I know it's hard and it's real. She goes, you don't talk to him. You just lay there like a fucking dead, waterlogged stump. I mean, you just don't talk. You bring in Christ, he'll take care of it. Yeah. I'm like, oh, man. Every time I go to sleep, I got new people talking to me, whining and crying about their shit. I can't do this. I hate the drama, man. It's not my drama. It's nothing in my consciousness. It's all their problems. And here I am, stuck in the middle of it, driving me nuts. So anyway, guys, that's a quick rundown of my last 3 days, some more experiences I've been having. It's been raining for 3 days, so I've been stuck in here. I never get out of the fucking place. Well, I do, but, you know, it's been raining for 3 days. And all the fun you can have. Thank God I'm taking off in 2 hours, so that's good. I'm leaving. I'm going to get more cigarettes and the rest. So anyway, me and my mom are going shopping. Anyway, guys, so that's about it. I just thought I'd give you an update, and that's what I'm going through now.